Hi, I'm Sydney Rogers, and welcome to another edition of FLX Weekly on FingerLakes1.com. It is April 24th, and we are live in the FingerLakes1.com studios, where I am joined by Jim Senacropi and Josh Durso.
Here we are. Another week in the books. Or another weekend in the books.
Another month in the books.
That
Yes,
is the last show of
absolutely.
April.
Yeah.
Yay, that's exciting.
Officially.
Yeah. Can't you tell by the weather?
Yeah,
Although we got a little nice weather this week.
Yes, a few days ago, I actually got like a farmer's tan from having my sleeves rolled up when I was sitting at lunch, and that just made me so happy.
You weren't wearing short sleeves?
No,
When we get that first 70-degree day, you have to embrace the short sleeves.
I couldn't. I'm just, not really tan right now, so I would be like translucent, shining in that light. So I was like, I'm going to stick with the long sleeves still. I've seen people in like tank tops and like crop tops already. I'm like,
I saw flip-flops a couple
down.
days ago, and I thought, that's a little overzealous.
Yeah, it gets very interesting. I like to see what people choose to wear as soon as it gets warm out, especially around here.
Yeah. Well, it's not so great out today, and the weekend forecast isn't fantastic, but maybe light at the end of the tunnel, but we can get to that.
There is, absolutely. And actually, today's episode is actually brought to us by Seneca County United Way. And they want to take you back to the 80s on Thursday, May 3rd, for their 30th annual Taste of Spring event that's going to be held at Del Lago Resort and Casino.
Love that.
You can sip, savor, and celebrate the Finger Lakes region all in one place in an 80s theme event with great local food, drinks, raffles, a silent auction, and live music. I think that sounds like it'll be a great event. It's going on again. It's the 30th annual Taste of Spring, Thursday, May 3rd. It's at 3:40 to 8 p.m. at Del Lago.
That's got to be a mistake. It can't be at 3:40.
5:30.
Yeah, 5:30, 4:30.
Yeah, I
Whatever
think
it is, it's Thursday, May 3rd.
Yeah, it's not 3:30. I just looked at it recently. It's 5:30 to 8 p.m. I'll double check and make sure, but it's at Lago, and you can get tickets at 315-539-1135.
And it is the best event, really one of the top events of the year.
It's one of the mainstays.
It's so great.
There aren't many that have legs like that one does.
Yeah, I was just talking to my mom about it, and she's like, I used to go to it way back when it was at the Holiday Inn, and it's something that everyone really knows around here and get excited about.
Well, you go, and then you just walk from station to station eating and drinking.
I mean, who doesn't want to do that? And
Also,
I saw they're having a...
it is confirmed, 5:30.
5:30, yes. And I saw they're having a costume contest, too, for the best 80s theme going on.
Yeah, I won't be dressing up, but I will be eating and drinking.
Yeah, I'll definitely be there, too. I've never been to one, so my mom's like, you need to come. You need to come with me. It's great.
It is great. It's highly recommended. It's awesome. And it's for a good cause, too, with the United Way. But all the different local vendors that come and the chefs from the different restaurants are there on site preparing their specialties and for endless. There's so many. It's great. It's a great value, and it's a great way to spend a Thursday night.
Yes, I think it was, if you pay in advance, $35 a ticket, and at the door it's $40. So that's not bad for what you get.
Which isn't bad either way. I mean, 3 hours of actual entertainment. I mean...
Yeah, I think it's great. I'm
Much
excited.
better.
I'm excited, so thank you to the United Way for sponsoring our show. Now, hopefully you can tell me that the weather is still just rising and getting better each day.
Well,
kind of, sort of, maybe.
A little bit.
Maybe.
We do want it to get into the high 60s and 70s now, but that still isn't normal for this time of year. But unfortunately, this weekend, not going to be that warm, but it's not going to be that bad either. So we got a chance of showers on Friday, 40% chance, high near 60. Saturday, 40% chance of showers, partly sunny, high near 52, so a little cooler. Sunday's my pick day, mostly sunny with a high of 56. And then next week, the early forecast is showing Monday, sunny, high of 67. Tuesday, sunny, high of 74. So, and the other good thing about all of this is that it's we haven't gotten a ton of rain, so it's not like it's a muddy mess out there.
Right,
No, yeah.
not yet.
So what and this weekend should be a pretty decent opportunity to get out in the yard and get some stuff done, even though it'll be cooler. And then hopefully next week we get into more a real spring, summery weather. Short weather,
Yeah, that's exciting.
We'll take real spring after the last month has been like just a week ago. We were struggling to get out of the 30s and to get like into the low 40s.
But the best days here, on Monday and Tuesday when everybody's going back to work. So
I know.
What are you gonna do? So
yeah, but
not a bad outlook.
Yeah, I'm excited, and I'm gonna definitely do a lot of stuff this weekend around the house because that needs to be done. I need to get my deck ready so I can sit out there every day.
Yep.
What do you have going on for me today?
So instead of looking at the news stories that have already happened, let's talk about what's going to be happening. Because now the weather's getting better, people are getting out and they're getting on the road, they're going here, they're going there, and they're running into construction, right?
Of course.
So roundup of some of the projects that are now underway, and by the time I finish this, there will probably be a half dozen more that have started, and you run into this weekend. Don't blame me, blame the state or blame the county, whoever's working. State Route 54 near County Route 87 in Steuben County is going to be down to one lane. That work is beginning on Thursday, weather permitting, and is going to mean everything is one lane for a period of probably 2 weeks. It's some ditch attention. They're trying to fix some ditches and to get some roads and debris pulled out. Fine. $1.2 million project is underway for a 100-year-old bridge on State Route 96 in Victor. This is probably the biggest mess out of all of them because it means there's a detour, and it's kind of complicated. It's the bridge that goes over Mud Creek. Your alternative routes are Route 444, 332, and of course County Road 41. It's well marked. I traveled it a couple days ago to actually see what it was. You just follow the signs. You'll get to where you need to go. Maybe 10 or 15 minutes extra commute in there.
That'll be fun.
It's part of, so that project, obviously that's a lot of money, $1.2 million.
Right.
That's part of the state's overall initiative to address bridges before they become what is known as structurally deficient.
That makes sense.
So the bridge is fine. You haven't been like risking your life driving over this bridge for the last 2 years. Everything's good. But the other big projects that are happening, especially if you're traveling west from, say, exit 40, 41 on the New York State Thruway through Rochester, tree cutting projects between 42 and 44, that's Geneva and Canandaigua. They're still going on. You drive through there, eastbound, westbound, you see the trees laying on the sides. There's crews coming through, picking them up, and as they pick them up, things get a little delayed in there. There's also a really big project happening in the 43-44 corridor.
Jeez.
So if you're traveling on the Thruway this weekend, especially if you're traveling during off hours, because remember, interstate work like that is done at night. It's done during off hours. So if you think you're traveling during a time when you ordinarily wouldn't hit a snag, you very likely will. So plan accordingly. Give yourself an extra few minutes. Maybe that extra 10 or 15 minutes will be enough. And you'll be good to go.
Cool.
Right?
Yeah, that's a lot. I'm glad I don't have any around my area.
'Tis the season. You're also seeing a lot of crews out just addressing potholes and all the stuff that formed over this really fun and exciting winter that we had.
Yeah, well, I think that's good. I'm glad you did that because it helps people definitely know, because I need that extra 10, 15 minutes sometimes if I realize that there's construction going on, because it just gets ridiculous and you're sitting there for 10, 15 minutes and then you're like, oh, great, now I'm going to be late, of course. But I'm never late, right? Never at all. But I have some weekend events that I think sound awesome that I'm excited to check out. We have the annual Wildwater Derby and Regatta will take place in Shortsville on Saturday and Sunday with free admission for spectators. Or you can join in the fun by paddling just about anything that can float with kayak, canoe, and raft divisions, or the homemade raft event, where these are extra points for creativity and humor. The races on Flint Creek will be accompanied by live music and plenty of food and craft vendors. check wildwaterderby.com for more information.
That's a great event, too.
Yep.
That sounds
crazy.
awesome.
It's actually kind of nuts.
Especially when it said anything that can float. I can imagine.
Yeah.
Oh, I can imagine some things people can get creative with.
How many things can really float, though? Float well.
Yeah.
Some interesting.
I challenge that. I'm not sure you'd see that many bizarre things. I think you'd see a lot of like inner tubes and like really basic like flotation devices.
They come up with some stuff, some cardboard made stuff. I don't know. It's kind of a wild event. We'll hopefully have some pictures to share with you over the weekend.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm gonna have to look out for those because I think it'll be definitely interesting. And then we also have a Show Your Mom How Much You Care by shopping for her gift at the Springtime in Canandaigua Arts and Crafts Show on Friday through Sunday. This is at the Greater Canandaigua Civic Center, and you can choose a gift from one of our 90 talented artists in a variety of media. In addition, you can purchase beautiful spring plants from a local greenhouse located in the Canandaigua area.
That's a big show.
Yeah, absolutely. Huge. If there's 90 people, 90 artists in there. But those were my top events for this weekend that I think would be very appealing to a lot of people.
Yeah.
And, of course, we have many more events that are available on our community calendar under the local listing tab at our homepage at fingerlakes1.com or, of course, on my favorite, which is the app, where you could find all that as well.
Hey, got that in there.
Yeah, of course. Yep. You have to. You have to download the app. It's amazing. I live by it every day. I'm the person who knows everything now in my family because I'm like, did you see this news article that popped up? I'm like,
It's amazing. It can literally be available at your fingertips.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, but other than that, I have some top local photos too. I'm just taking it over with all these great things.
There's some good ones this week.
Let's see what we are going to start with. We're going to get things started with a photo from Brandon Black, who snapped a shot of this cardinal in a bush in Seneca County last week. That's cute.
It's a bird in a bush.
Yeah.
It is a bird in a bush. Correct.
Robert Stopper sent this photo of volunteers participating in the annual Lions Erie Canal Clean Sweep last weekend.
Wow, look at Robert Stopper. Haven't heard from him in a while. See that woman in the lower left? She's the supervisor, must be.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Everybody else is working. She's
just making sure
where the junk is to pick up.
Mike Sargent snapped this photo of a newly hatched gosling exploring Canandaigua Lake on Sunday. Aw, that's so cute.
Yeah, that's going to be tough to beat for photo of the week this week.
Isn't that so cute, Josh? Don't you just love those cute little cuddly things?
Not particularly, but I'll jump on board with that.
And the way that the water is rippled around him in a circle, framing him in there. I mean, that's like a world-class
great photo.
It's so perfect.
A unique one too. I can't recall a time where I've seen anything.
Good job. I like it. Here's a gorgeous sun pillar created by the sun flare and ice crystals in the air in Tompkins County, taken by Michael Angley. That's a pretty sweet picture. Oh boy, it's already going to be hard for me. I love it.
The goose is still the gosling still number one for me so far.
Jim Perupski shared this northern shoveler enjoying a swim on Canandaigua Lake on Friday morning.
Look at that beak.
Wow. That doesn't even look like water. That is pretty cool. Like his reflection besides the ripples from the back. That is so crazy.
The duck itself looks fake.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Like a decoy.
Karen Bardo spotted this healthy-looking pheasant enjoying breakfast on Sunday morning in Fayette.
Colorful animals.
Wow, where do these people see these things?
I don't know, but that is a healthy pheasant.
I've never
How
seen
do we
one.
know?
Weird.
I know.
How do we know that's a healthy pheasant?
Is it because it's big?
Well, it looks like he's healthy means he's eating well.
Maybe it's pregnant. Who knows?
How do you even judge like an ordinary / unhealthy pheasant to a pheasant that's? How do you make that comparison?
See the sheen of the feathers, the
he knows
straight lines of where the color changes. I mean, that is a healthy pheasant. I think if I had ever seen one.
We'll have to ask the birders around here.
Oh, they'll let us know.
Yeah. And another from Michael Angley, who photographed this red squirrel enjoying fresh seed at a bird feeder in Tompkins County.
He's on top of the world.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. I love that too. They're
it's
so interesting to me.
It's feeders for the birds, not the squirrels.
Judy Goodman shared this shot on an osprey spreading his wings atop a utility pole in Ontario County.
There we go.
Wow. That's
nice.
a really good picture, too.
Look at that wingspan.
Everyone was out looking for the birds, clearly, with the 2 good days that we had so far.
We finally had a blue background.
Yeah. It wasn't nasty and gloomy. Another from Karen Bardo, who spotted this lazy turtle getting some sun in Fayette on Sunday. That is crazy. I feel like I never even catch seeing turtles around here.
I don't know how a turtle can be lazy. They're always moving slow. How can you tell?
He's just enjoying the sun. Look at him. He's loving life.
They sun themselves.
You usually don't start to see them until like midsummer. Typically. See them on golf courses a lot. Right?
Yep.
Aww. I'm going to have to look for him this summer.
It's a big one. That turtle there might be 40 years old.
Yeah.
Wow.
Think about the things that turtle has seen.
Yeah.
He has lived through some stuff.
How will you ever know how old the turtle actually is?
There's got to be some sort of
rings
scientific way.
on his back or something, like a tree.
Sydney, they're not a tree. It's a turtle.
Well, finally, there's a mockingbird couple at a feeder in Ontario County early Tuesday afternoon. Now, we are just assuming that's a couple, but I will go with it because it looks like they've gained a significant amount of weight since being together. Because isn't that a thing? When you're in love, you gain weight.
If you're birds?
If you're people. If you're birds, we're going to just pretend that it's like that, too.
We are passing some serious judgment over here right now.
Of course. Absolutely.
So, photo of the week.
That was, oh, man.
I think I have to go with the duckling.
Of course you do.
Good.
It's no doubt.
We persuaded you real quick because you were like, oh, I guess
I'm not into the whole cute and cuddly thing, but I can certainly identify a picture that's worthwhile, and that's a worthwhile photograph.
Yeah, that is an awesome picture. I agree completely, unanimously. And everybody had great photos. And if you'd like to share your local photos from across the Finger Lakes, click on the links in the Submit Content section at the bottom right of our homepage at fingerlakes1.com.
Yep.
Yeah, that was like a lot of birds, and I'm sure we'll see a lot more because the weather is just it's picking up. And
we didn't have many sunsets or anything like that because we've got the whole aspect of it's been winter.
Yeah.
It's been winter forever. And we're still living through this winter world until we actually get some sustained warmth.
Well, it's coming, and I finally can see the light at the end of the tunnel, and there's going to be no more cold.
I'm not saying anything because the last time I said something, I jinxed our whole spring into oblivion.
I haven't said anything yet, so I'll take that risk. We are officially in spring, and we are going to be rapid into summer. That's my prediction.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, so what kind of sports do we have going on this weekend?
We got Syracuse is playing in the ACC tournaments in Charlottesville, Virginia. First round Friday night for Syracuse. They're playing Virginia, the host, the Cavaliers. 8:30 on ESPNU. Win in advance in that type of scenario with the final being on Sunday. Cornell is in New Jersey to take on Princeton at 1 o'clock on Saturday. The Ivy League tournament's next week. And I think last week's show I mentioned there's no Ivy League tournament for lacrosse. I was dead wrong.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there is. But I think they only take the top 4. So Cornell's in a good spot to advance, win or lose. Hobart, though, not so lucky. And actually, I shouldn't even say that. I don't know that for sure about the Ivy League tournament either. But Hobart hosts Sacred Heart at noon on Saturday at Boswell Field in Geneva. The Northeast Conference tournament is next weekend, and in this one, I think the NEC tournament, there's just 4 spots available in Hobart. I think they're 4-7 right now, something like that. Not too good. So you got lacrosse, Yankees. This is odd. Usually when the Yankees are on the road, the Mets are at home. They're both on the road this weekend, and they're both out west. Yankees face the Angels of Anaheim Friday at 10:07, Saturday at 9:07, Sunday at 8:08, and the Mets also out on the left coast taking on the San Diego Padres Friday at 10:10, Saturday at 8:40, and Sunday at 4:10. So, yeah, that's about it. And then I think you're going to see a lot more people getting out onto the local golf courses in the area this weekend and heading into next week for sure. Finally.
'Tis the season.
Finally.
Spring's finally, hopefully springing.
You guys have definitely already got out to the golf course. I haven't, so I need to pick up the slack. I need to go see if I'm as good as I think I am.
I know you've been talking a big game.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was like, man, I don't know if I should have said that to Jim, because he's going to like hold me to it and be like, wow, this is how good you are.
This is what the standard is.
This is what you said, average good.
Don't set a standard that you can't keep.
Well, I'll just go practice day and night so I can be as good as you guys.
Well, golf's all relative.
It's all about the fun of it and not tipping over your golf cart.
Well, what some people think are good is somebody else. It's all relative.
Well, of course.
Some people might think I'm a really good golfer, but somebody who doesn't think I'm a really good golfer, Tiger Woods.
Well, yeah, that would make sense.
It's all relative.
So is that what you guys are going to do this weekend?
I'm going to probably golf on Sunday, yeah. And then I got a lot of yard work to do on Saturday. Something else going on Saturday, I can't remember. Yeah, but I got to get out of my yard. There's sticks everywhere I got to pick up before I can mow it.
We've done that twice already. And it's just because of the windstorm and everything. It's just been so crazy. Mm-hmm. But we're going to have to do it again this weekend. What do you have planned?
Golf, of course. Golf, naturally. Golf on Sunday, Friday, Saturday. We'll probably be feeling out what this weekend's actually going to look like. Because the forecast isn't fantastic.
Right, that's what I'm worried about.
I'm not that excited about it.
Yeah.
So,
with the yard work, I'm worried because it said it was supposed to rain possibly both.
It's not going to be a washout on Saturday. It would just be a few showers.
Probably
Sunday will be beautiful.
Today.
Look, 54 and sunny is a great day in my opinion.
Yeah.
We'd like it to be a little warmer, but believe me, it'll seem like a great day. And set up the stage for really warming up next week, finally.
I had the windows down today and it still felt great. Even though it was a little gloomy and a little bit rainy.
We didn't get as much rain as was expected.
Right.
So that's a good thing. And I don't know. I'm sick of coming here and doing this show and talking about the weather, Just
talking about the bad weather and that.
We've almost cleared it, though, because now as we get into the next few weeks, we're going to have more events, more interesting things happening in the Finger Lakes because the weather will be better. People will be outside. We'll have better photos. We'll have photos that have some sunlight in them.
Yeah, so we'll just...
Those kinds of things, we'll get there. It's a process. Living in upstate New York is a process. We need to embrace it.
We'll just amp it up then from here.
Mm-hmm.
Stay tuned for all those new lovely things taking place here.
Agreed.
And I actually met with the race director for the women's right to run 19K. They're getting preparations for their race on May 12th, the day before Mother's Day. That's the 19K in Seneca Falls, along with the 5K. That's a great event. We were at the Traveling Little Black Dress Fashion Show last weekend. There's a video up on our site of that event, which was great. What else we got going on? I met with some guys from the Auburn Double Days today. We're going to officially announce shortly a partnership in which they're going to stream all 62 of their games home and away on FL1 radio, and we're going to help them with their live video streaming to the Minor League Baseball Network, which is a subscription service, and some trade and advertising there. So you'll see a lot of Auburn Double Days stuff going on our website this summer, starting in June when their season starts, which is pretty cool, as they're the only professional sports franchise in the area, in the Finger Lakes. So
right, that's awesome.
So we're excited to partner with them. What else we got going on, man?
Tonight tonight, Wednesday night, or if you're watching this later in the week, I'll have Jim Meany, publisher and founder of the Geneva Believer. He's going to be in studio talking about the city manager search, the city manager search committee. That's been a really hot button issue.
He's a really, last time he was in it was a really interesting show.
Yeah, he is. It's watchdog style reporting where the person or the entity can just completely focus on one single issue, and we have a few of those around here. We have an environmental reporter in the southern tier, in Watkins Glen area, but those really fill a much needed void in the daily grind of reporting, which is it's quick turnover. So interesting conversation for sure. That'll be on fingerlakes1.com, FingerLakes1 TV, and of course on the fingerlakes1.com app.
And Thursday night, 7 o'clock, the 31st lap is back with Chris Marquardt, and that should be a good show because they're actually racing now. Outlaw Speedway in Dundee had a full card last Saturday night. So he'll have a lot to talk about. And, and we'll transition through this spring into our summer schedule. We've kind of slowed down a little bit here in the programming in studio over the past couple of weeks. We have a few shows cancel and just for the one show. Yep. So we'll pick it back up again.
Yes, we will. And I just want to remind everyone again about that Taste of Spring event, because I want a lot of people to go there because it's going to be such a fun time, I think. They're going to
especially
take you back.
Since it's at Del Lago this year. Right. That just adds a whole nother level to it.
Because, you can do all that. And then if you want to go and gamble, you can go and gamble and come back and keep getting your food and drinks. And I don't know if it'll be nice enough. I wonder if they'll have it in, like, the back tent outside.
Maybe.
I'll have to talk to Rhonda and see where they decided on where they were going to have it. But it's on Thursday, May 3rd, and it's their 30th annual Taste of Spring. And it is 5:30 to 8 p.m. at Lago. And you can call for tickets at 315-539-1135.
Pre-sale's cheaper. If you wait to get them at the door, it's a little more expensive.
And if you have 10 or more people in your party, it's actually $30 a ticket.
Oh, wow.
But that only goes until the 30th, that specific deal.
Which would
so
be
you
Monday.
only have a couple days for that one. But other than that, I mean, that's all I have for today, and I think everybody else is pretty good. So thanks for joining us. If you'd like to drop us a line, you can send us an email at contact@fingerlakes1.com. If you enjoyed the show, you can click like, share, or subscribe. And, of course, we'll be back next Wednesday afternoon. And until then, everybody have a great weekend.